Video number 61. So I intend to stay on the same theme as the last video, Return to Jehovah. And so now I'm going to go a little further back in Jeremiah chapter 3 and read some more about returning back to Jehovah. Here we go. I'll start in verse 12. Do return, O renegade Israel, is the utterance of Jehovah. I shall not have my face drop angrily upon you people, for I am loyal, is the utterance of Jehovah. I shall not stay resentful to time indefinite. Only take note of your error. For it is against Jehovah, your God, that you have transgressed. And you continued scattering your ways to the strangers under every luxuriant tree. But to my voice, you people did not listen, is the utterance of Jehovah. Return, O you renegade sons, is the utterance of Jehovah. For I myself have become the husbandly owner of you people. The bride, the husband, has become the owner of the bride? Well, let's keep going. For I myself have become the husbandly owner of you people, and I will take you, one out of a city and two out of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. So, has that happened to anyone in this audience? Have you been taken out of a family? Have you been taken out of a city? Well, let's go find out. What city could we have been taken out of? So now I'm going to Isaiah chapter 66. It's just a few pages before. And yeah, we'll read verse 5. Hear the word of Jehovah, you men who are trembling at my word. Your brothers that are hating you, that are excluding you by reason of my name. Name of person is no longer one of Jehovah's witnesses. Said, may Jehovah be glorified, but he must also appear, with rejoicing on your part. And they are the ones that will be put to shame. There is a sound of uproar out of the city, a sound out of the temple. It is the sound of Jehovah repaying what is deserved to his enemies. So, what city? Let's go back to Jeremiah. And I will take you, one out of a city, and two out of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Hold on, let's go back to Isaiah 66. And it says in verse 8, just a few verses later, it says, who has heard of a thing like this? Have you? Who has seen things like these? Will a lamb be brought forth with labor pains in one day? Or will a nation be born at one time? For Zion has come into labor pains, as well as given birth to her sons. Back to Jeremiah. And I will take you, one out of a city, and two out of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And I will give you shepherds in agreement with my heart, and they will certainly feed you with knowledge and insight. And it must occur that you will become many, and certainly bear fruit in the land in those days. So, where does he find these shepherds in agreement with his own heart? And how will they feed you with knowledge and insight? Well, let's go to John chapter 15, verse 26. When the Helper arrives, that I will send you from the Father, that one will bear witness about me. And you, in turn, are to bear witness. So, are these the shepherds? Well, let's go to John chapter 16 and verse 13. However, when that one arrives, the Spirit of the truth, he will guide you into all the truth. For he will not speak of his own impulse, but what things he hears, he will speak, and he will declare to you the things coming. So, what's coming? An extermination, a judicial decision, a desolation for all the land. So, and I will give you shepherds in agreement with my heart, and they will certainly feed you with knowledge and insight. So, where do these shepherds come from? Won't these shepherds be the ones who observe God's commandment? The commandment that Jesus Christ is giving to a future audience of excommunicated Christians. You, in turn, are to bear witness. And so if you, in turn, bear witness to these things, you're now guiding people into the truth. You're a guide, a shepherd. You will be feeding this audience with knowledge and insight. And what kind of fruit would you bear for doing this? A 10th part, a contribution, ready to present to Jesus Christ when he does appear, a gift offering, fruit. You should become a nation that does bear fruit. So, it goes on to say, no more will they say, the ark of the covenant of Jehovah, nor will it come up into the heart, nor will they remember it, or miss it, and no more will it be made. In that time, they will call Jerusalem the throne of Jehovah, God's kingdom. Can you see it? And to her all the nations must be brought together to the name of Jehovah at Jerusalem. And they will no more walk after the stubbornness of their bad heart. So, if Jehovah is giving us shepherds in agreement with his heart, and they are the ones that will certainly feed you with knowledge and insight, then are they not the ones that Daniel talks about in chapter 12? Let's read that. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 3. And the ones having insight will shine like the brightness of the expanse. And those who are bringing the many to righteousness, like the stars to time indefinite, even forever. So, do you see how Jehovah gives shepherds in agreement with his heart the spirit of the truth is given to a future audience of excommunicated Christians? Shepherds in agreement with Jehovah's heart, who are guided into all the truth by Jesus Christ himself. So you need to decide as you travel down this rabbit hole if it really is Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ is indeed doing all the things he said he would do. So, it says here, for he will not speak of his own impulse, but what things he hears, he will speak, and he will declare to you the things coming. That one will glorify me, because he will receive from what is mine and declare it to you. So, I think it's very important for this audience to decide, is it Jesus Christ who's guiding you into the truth through a helper, the Spirit of the truth? So, do these words belong to me or to Jesus Christ? And if you in turn bear witness to these things, do those words belong to you or to Jesus Christ? And in fact, would you not be cooperating, fully cooperating with Jesus Christ if you in turn bear witness? So I think I'll finish this video with something the Apostle Paul said in Romans chapter 8. So here we go. It's in verse 28. Now we know that God makes all his works cooperate together for the good of those who love God, those who are the ones called according to his purpose. Because those whom he gave his first recognition, he also foreordained to be patterned after the image of his Son, that he, Jesus Christ, that he might be the first born among many brothers. God makes all his works cooperate together